Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today is another installment in my Use Your Collection series. And what you see in front of you are all my Felicity Jane collections, and you can see that I have quite an accumulation. Some of these are actual full kits that I purchased when I, was a subscriber, and then much of these I've picked up, on sale and stuff, and then I have some leftovers. So really what I'm thinking I would like to do, this bag here is a bag of leftovers. This is a partial kit. This is, I think, 2 or 3 kits together that I think color coordinate, but mostly the Amber collection. And then I've got Brie, Henley, and what's this one? Autumn. Yeah. So I think I would like to use at least some of these smaller ones up so that I can condense them all into one bag at some point. So I am thinking that I want to use the Brie collection. So I'm going to have a look-see through that and go print some photos, and I will be back and we'll talk about what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so let's start with the photo. This is a picture of my niece. She was having a little bit of a rough day, and my sister-in-law had sent me this photo with her cuddled up with this blanket. Now the story is really about the blanket and what this means to them and my connection with them. So I live quite a ways from my family. If you followed me for any length of time, you would know that. I made these little rag quilts for my nieces, and with the intention, or the hope at least, that when they use them and stuff, that they would think of me, that kind of thing. So it really was quite heartwarming to have this photo sent to me with a note that said, "A day of feeling miserable calls for snuggles on the couch with her Auntie Mal blanket." So that was pretty sweet, and I want to document that. So anyways, that's the photo I started with. And in the Brie collection, there's this paper that has all these strips. It is called Swatches and Spots, and it kind of reminded me of a quilt, so that's why I thought I would be able to use this. And I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of probably more like this, so that she's facing inwards. And then just to break, because this is such a busy pattern and the quilt's a busy pattern, I was thinking of maybe doing a mat with this blue paper. It's not the exact same turquoise in the quilt, but it's close enough. And then I thought I would frame the whole thing with this striped paper. So thinking more along the lines of lining it around like that. Now, I like this paper a lot, so I'll probably cut a square from the inside of this so that I can use it on another layout. And then as far as embellishments that I've pulled out so far, I have some of these floral elements. Again, there's a lot of florals in the quilt. A couple tags maybe to act as some anchor spots. These flare chipboard just says my heart, a picture of a heart and the story. And then I also have this bow with it being fabric that, the tie-in with the quilt itself. I'm hoping to do the title in these essentials, the black. I'd love to be able to use the bow. I actually have 2 packages of these. I must have gotten one in a grab bag or something, but maybe use the bows from here too. So between that, I'd have 3 bows, which would work, about 3 clusters, and then maybe some of the hearts. So that is the thought for that. I also have 2 of these fabric flags. I don't know if I'm going to be able to incorporate these, but I would love to. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to do a little bit of mapping out, cutting some paper, figuring out where things are, and then I'll show you what I come up with, and then I'll glue everything down and come back with the final results. Okay, so just for ease of moving stuff around, I actually have cut out this page already. I am going to just do a doodly black border around here, just like a really loose one with my pen. I took a piece of the double-sided solid cardstock and cut this about 3.5 inches, and I'm thinking that is probably going to go around here somewhere. And then I've got my photo, which I matted on white cardstock, which I'm thinking will align, something like that. And I've put it on this side because I want her looking into the page, and I also, this has got a lot of white space on it, so it just kind of fades in, so keeping it consistent, heavy to light, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I don't know if there's rules about this kind of stuff. It's just what's visually pleasing for myself. I pulled a couple of the Project Life cards that came with the kit. This one had a little white border on the top and I just trimmed that off. And I'm thinking that I can tuck this behind here and do my journaling. And this one will go behind here, something like that. And then I've got a piece of the scrap that I cut off because this was 12 inches. And I'm going to flip it over and use the green color and just kind of tuck it in, something along those lines. So that's where my journaling is going to go. That's the basics of my page. All of these will be outlined. Then I thought I could take this tag here and tuck that in under. And then the floral element kind of overlapping with that. And then this chipboard that says my heart. I kind of like how that looks. And then the other tag, I was thinking I could slide underneath, like so. I've got this floral piece. I'm thinking maybe we'll go something along this lines. I don't know, or maybe moving it over the center. Not quite sure yet. To figure out what I'm going to do at the end. And then add that. And then here's that bow, and I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go. Can't really tell. So I'm probably going to do this wrong, but I think it's going to go like that. And I'm thinking maybe something there. And then the story can add up there. And then a couple of, oh, and the title's going to go here, which is going to be Auntie Mel's blanket. The bows I thought I could add. I'm not going to do this because I want to wait till I'm perfectly positioned with them. Maybe one there at the bottom and another over here somewhere. Not sure exactly. And then I thought I'd add the word sweet somewhere on here and maybe a couple of the hearts to finish it off. So that is going to be the basic layout of the page. So let me go do all the line work and glue everything down and I'll show you how it turned out. So here's the final layout. I added a few more of the chipboard flare pieces, you know, just to kind of embellish it out a little bit more. I tried to make some visual triangles. So, you know, I've got the big cluster up here. I've got another big cluster here and another one here. I tried to balance out the black. So I've got 3 black pieces here. There is another black piece up here, but I think that's kind of balanced out by the title. And then I've got 3 bows, even though they're not the same, and I've got puffies in all of them. And then I did add some of this liquid pearl in Buttercup from Ranger as accent pieces on top of the little sequins. These are also a Felicity Jane, but not, I don't think they were from this kit. They were just other embellishments I had. So that is one of the pages from this kit. I've got a few more papers left, so I know I can make at least one more layout, if not 2 more. This does need to dry, so I'm going to go put this in a safe place before I smush my hands on it. And I will be back next time with another layout from this kit. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting.